April 21st. After you watch this video, you'll understand why things are happening the way that they are. Has today surprised you by chance? By the way, it's not for the faint-hearted. I meant to post this a few days ago because I felt something huge coming in our near future, which 13 days of preparation, the occult significance of April 19th to May 1st. May 1st, May Day, 5-1. All right, let's get into it because we got a lot of things connect. So you know who this is, Baal or Moloch, they're both the same. April 19th is the first day of a 13-day satanic ritual related to fire. The fire god, Baal, Moloch, Nimrod, the sun god, the Roman god, Saturn, etc. It's a day where they demand a certain kind of praise, certain kind of worship, having to do with fire. And people that are a bit younger. Trust me, this video is going to get deeper and deeper every time we go to a new picture. So who is this? This is Telegram's founder. Oh, you thought Telegram was somehow different? Even more satanic, this was shot on Passover Sunday with him in a stable with goats. He said Happy Easter, the day of freedom and rebirth. You know that his celebration's a complete inversion, right? Now we had that crazy breaking news earlier, and right before that, Vance was over there and he told him right to his face, I've been praying for you. But mark your calendar, a smiley face will appear in the sky on April 25th. By the way, all these pictures are real, they're just remastered for better viewing. For some reason, this account right here, which will remain anonymous because it's trying to deceive people as well, said we're 24 hours from an event that would change the world, April 19th, 2025. Do you see the crosses on these buildings? It's just absolutely fascinating. 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 Oh look, he's doing magic with his hand. That's just what all the cool guys are doing, right? Completely irrelevant, just like the whole video. It's all just irrelevant, you know, but she was actually born on April 21st. Have you been noticing all the mega satanic things we've been seeing around the world for weeks, for months? Yes, for a long time, but it's significantly worse in the 90s. Almost exponentially worse, it is. A few weeks ago, I came across this picture and I shared it on my Facebook. I thought it was so significant how this doomsday fish with the head of a horse, like the horseman of the apocalypse, was found after these doomsday fish have been coming up everywhere for months now. And before that, you would never see them, and if you did, you better look out because it meant something big. And yes, I did verify the picture. The hand could look like that for many different reasons. So you mean to tell me a doomsday fish with the head of a horse, the horseman of Revelation, just pops up right now at all times? That's insanely coincidental. And deep in that rabbit hole, you'll find a crazy parallel. Because right now, we are allegedly in the middle of a man-made prophecy. When the 112th holy person would come and go, after that, there'd be judgment. Yes, this video is old, but it shows evil right in front of your face. Anyways, what do y'all make of all of these things happening like this simultaneously? Supposedly, a UFO moved a shooting star. Y'all are not gonna believe what I found in this video. I'm telling y'all, it's absolutely insane. You know how sometimes the Bible will describe an angel looking like certain animals? Before we get to the absolutely amazing part, we're seeing these shooting stars all over the place. I'll show you one in New Zealand in 1 minute. But right here, people were saying that the UFO was moving the shooting star, which did fall somewhere on the ground and they can't find it. Shooting star, meteorite, no way. Fallen angel, yeah. Telling you it's crazy, 1 second. This is the one that just happened in New Zealand. It looks a lot different than your ordinary meteor. Look at that thing, what is that? By the way, not related, the same exact color as the Devil's Comet we saw at the time of the eclipse. The devil. And this shooting star allegedly fell, so I wonder what weird thing is gonna happen in Mexico City very soon. Watch, bookmark it, come back, I'm always right with these things. Now the ridiculous part. So first I took the UFO that was near the shooting star and I enhanced it. Enhanced looks completely interdimensional. Blurry looks like Sirius and all the other stars in the sky when they're doing all that weird warpy stuff. Get ready. Do you see what I see right here? And TikTokers, you steal every single discovery I make, the MVPs are watching you. What is this? Can you see it? Can you see it now? It's a freaking lion, y'all. The UFO that moved the shooting star has the face of a lion. Remember at the beginning of the video how we're talking about how these stars have different faces, multiple faces of different animals? See, when I saw this video, I had spiritual intuition. Something was saying, look at this. And without the slowdowns and the enhancements, I wouldn't have noticed any of it. This is the blown up and enhanced thing so you can see the lion. And this right here was a completely separate form of it. Tell y'all what, I've made a ton of crazy discoveries as of lately. This right here is the biggest one. Oh yeah, and by the way, a bunny rabbit flew into the engine of a plane. Weird things are happening right now. And of course it has to do with planes like usual, but I think this has a very, very deep meaning. Let's see what the news has to say about it real quick.
Well, this is in mid-flight now, reportedly striking an animal when it took off, probably a bird. Sparks and flames seen coming out of the engine. Not clear what type of animal and or bird, but there are some reports it may have been a rabbit. You buying that? Thankfully, no one was injured.
Why in the world are people alleging, are they getting reports that it was a bunny rabbit? I have a really deep hunch. First off, this is no ill will to the church in any single way. I'm not judging you. But what are the odds a bunny is in the sky and gets in the engine of a plane further right before Easter? Is it possible that the impossible happened on purpose because God is trying to make a point? That maybe he does not want us worshiping rabbits or fertility on the day of his resurrection? And yes, I know TikTokers are gonna copy the plot of this video, but at least make it good. So most people know about Easter, but if you don't, the bunny is a symbol of fertility. And the fertility goddess is Ishtar, otherwise known as Inanna, which is the celebration of Easter, which is a fertility celebration where they would do what I just said. And look, again, I'm not judging any church that does Easter egg hunts and all that stuff, I'm just informing. Because Passover, he truly did rise and he is risen. And when churches have the Easter baskets, they're not meaning to worship this pagan goddess. But it's just like the wicked of this world to make good bad and bad good. Take evil themes and put them over miraculous perfect origins. So is that really what happened here? I'm not sure, but I really think so.
The bunny was on the wing of the plane.
Yeah, the bunny was on the plane and was able to sit on the plane almost the whole time. I got it. And the Bible states when the impossible happens, it happens on purpose so we know it was God. Hence a tree coming up in the middle of the desert. But do y'all want to know something way crazier than a tree coming up in the desert? Allegedly found the body of Jesus? You guys have no idea how deep this goes, but I'm about to expose their whole plan. We are about to step into the great deception of our era and our time. Because this actually allegedly goes back a few decades. So Jesus Christ's body found in a hidden chamber claims expert? So fact check, hear me. The Express for the UK and the Daily Star are both alleging the same exact thing that may be discovered here shortly under this thing behind me. Now this gets very wild right here. There's people that allegedly took part in Project Looking Glass. And these people, some of these people are actually on record, on video, saying that a great deception's coming where these new great finds are going to happen and it's going to shake up religion altogether. And all of a sudden, people are not going to believe in their religion no more. Sounds like a deception. What's this behind me? This is the movie 13 Ghosts. What is this contraption right here? You got it. That's how the Looking Glass machinery allegedly looks. You can find detailed blueprints and other stuff online. Project Looking Glass, Operation Looking Glass was allegedly, people in the US trying to look into the future by creating crazy machinery. But this gets insane because remember how this looks, right? A whole bunch of disc wheels spinning within each other, much like the angel, I believe it's Orifim, and much like that right behind me. Is it possible that Project Looking Glass was actually trying to play off things that we do for inventions when we look at animals and other type of subjects? Taking the Orifim and designing it the way it'd be to somehow tap into time itself? Because somehow they did it. Somehow they're able to tell the future. Somehow the movies showed the exact same thing. Many more movies, by the way. And right before this massive allegation comes out, we have this coming out with this. You better keep your eyes open. And if you don't really know the Bible, yeah, you're gonna be deceived. Guaranteed. Have y'all seen this right here? It looks downright apocalyptic here in the Middle East, in Iraq, and other parts. They are all seeing red, and there's thousands of people going to the hospital because they cannot breathe. And I do not believe in coincidences, so I believe that everything happening in the Middle East right now may be bringing this upon them. Because this same exact scene and imagery popped up in New York. You remember? When they were promoting that very demonic diabol or whatever I think it was Diablo or something like that. Whatever, some demonic game popped up. They were pushing it really hard. And all of a sudden, all of New York was orange and red. This right here is when it first started moving in, and the news was covering it like crazy because it is way worse than they ever have it. We'll get to the heads buried in the sand, good pun, later. This is another scene that was caught around the Middle East. It was everywhere, just all red. And to prove that these waves of color in sand are not coincidental, when the same thing in New York happened again, they said it was the Canada fires that were causing it, but then we were able to see live images of Canada from that same time, and there was no fire. So what really caused it to be red in New York?
Come on, dude, it's always red.
Are you serious? Do you not see this? People will always deliberately ignore all the signs till that door closes. Did y'all really think that nothing happened with this event? Do you think they were really just going to space?
It is the highest high, and it is surrender.
The highest high? Surely she's not talking about space, right? Because we've gone much allegedly farther. Surrender? What were they surrendering to? Buckle your seatbelts because we're going to space too. The space that they went to. Just wait. Did you know that last night the whole world collectively had the same exact thought pattern? I don't know why, but I have a feeling this is not going to end well. I have a bad feeling about this one. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? What if this does not go as planned, but it did? I have a bad feeling about this. 75% chance the rocket is no more. I don't know why, but I'm getting Challenger 2.0 vibes. And thinking about it might make it happen. That's the trippy part. Do you think that everybody was collectively wrong at the same time and that everyone's intuition was wrong? Or perhaps they were meeting some spiritual entity in the sky, so ominous to the point where they had to kiss the ground where they returned. Let's start here. We all know what the rocket is shaped like. Lesson 1, all dark ritual magic has to do with that same kind of function as the rocket was looking. Think of the Red Hot Chili Peppers album. Sugar, magic, yeah, I skipped 2 words.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space.
Surrendering to the unknown, not just about going to space? I guarantee you that they met some entity they had been worshiping for a long time. And maybe through the ritual and all the things and all the pieces coming together, that entity was able to manifest physically. And maybe, just maybe, this manifestation was actually felt on Earth as a 5.6 earthquake in California. Yep, just not too long after the landing. There's not one thing on this Earth that's random. The design and the shape, the words used, even the natural disasters. And by the way, this whole thing is entertainment, I'm just being stupid.